Everybody, I'm here today with another Dear Whippy question. We had a really good response from last week's video, and apparently you guys liked the idea, which I'm super excited about. So in fact, this question from the reader today has been asked several times this week actually. So I'm going to answer Amy Watt's email, but it's going to be a two-part answer. So the other girls that have written in, hold tight because I will be answering your part of the question as well. So let me start off by reading Amy's email and then I will answer. Okay, it says, "Hi Becky, I would love to hear and see more about your cute haircut. I'm trying to work up the courage to copy you. Highest form of flattery, right? But I'm afraid that once I chop it all off, I won't know what all to do with it. I would love to see a video or even a series of pictures of your cute hair. Please, pretty please, Amy." Thanks, Amy. I'm so glad that you guys like my haircut. Obviously, it's really short, and going short is and can be really traumatic. Sorry, let me turn that off. But what I did, because I had wanted to cut my hair for quite a while, and my husband is super anti-short hair. In fact, he didn't even like it when it was this short. He wants me to have long hair. Unfortunately, I don't have the hair type to have really long hair because my hair is very thin, very flat, very straight. Anyway, so probably for at least 3-4 months, I had been wanting to cut my hair. And I kind of tend to be very finicky and impulsive, and so I thought with such a dramatic haircut, I need to be 100% positive that I really like it, or that I really want it. So that's why I kind of waited so long, because I figured if I still wanted that same haircut after 4 months, then I would probably be more willing to live with it if I didn't like it. So I did some research and found a stylist who has a really good reputation in cutting short hair. And then I found about 3 pictures of different pixie cuts, which I will attach in this post, the pictures that I took to my stylist. Her name's Kim Jackson, and she works at Salon Boutique on Williamsfield and Val Vista in Gilbert, Arizona, just in case. Anyways, one thing to keep in mind, people don't always realize, like, they take a picture in and they have the expectation that they're going to look exactly like the picture when they leave. Well, the odds of you having the same hair color, the same hair texture, the same thickness, density, everything as the person that you have the picture of is slim to none. So that means that the odds of your hair looking exactly like that picture are not very high. But we can use those pictures as inspiration and try to be a little bit more open to variation, because again, we all have different hair texture. It's got different characteristics. Even our hairline can change the whole style of a haircut. So I was really open-minded to the fact that my hair wouldn't look exactly like these pictures, but I wanted the stylist to be able to see the different aspects of each haircut that I liked. So in one example, I liked the length, and the other I liked the texture, and then in the third I liked like the sideburns. So she kind of knew how to basically customize the haircut to work with what I wanted. And then I think when you're going to cut your hair dramatically to begin with, you kind of need to have like your reassurance list. And so I totally recommend doing this. First, write down all the things you don't like about your hair, because obviously if you loved your hair, you wouldn't be cutting it. So make a list, like I always throw it in a ponytail, or it gets dirty so fast, or it takes me so long to blow dry it. Just things like that, so that if you do have a little bit of haircut remorse later, you could read through that list and just know, that you don't miss that haircut either. And then, sorry, windows are open today because it's so nice outside. And then my other suggestion is plan on getting your haircut in the morning. Go home after you've gotten your haircut, put on makeup, put on a really cute outfit, and go to the mall or go somewhere in public. Because positive reinforcement is the best way to accept such a huge change. So for me, I didn't do that. I was still really sick at the time, and I went home to a husband who didn't want me to cut my hair in the first place. So it took me a few days to adjust to it. But then I think that weekend or something, I had gone out in public or to church, and the response to my haircut was just like overwhelming, and it was such a confidence boost. And I think from that point on, I was just loved my hair. So the other part of the question, and what a lot of the other girls have asked, is attach pictures of it so that if you do decide to cut your hair, you could take it to your stylist, which I will definitely do. And I've had it cut and trimmed a few times, and each time I have her do it a tiny bit different. So I'll try and include pictures of the 3 or 4 different haircuts I've had since July. And then you guys have asked how I style it. I think that video would kind of be a little bit long to a video that's already looking pretty long. So I'm going to make this the cutoff point to this segment of the question, and then next week I'll do a video of how I, what I use, what product I use, washing it, how long it takes me, and basically how I style it, as well as a couple of you asked how I incorporate different headbands and accessories. So that's what I'm planning on doing next week. But I can say that with my hair being so short, and I love to have color treated hair because otherwise it's just so fine and flat, and so I can go more days without washing it. And so I basically wash my hair once a week. Don't get grossed out. And then I use like dry shampoos and a flat iron, and I hardly ever have to touch it up, not even with a flat iron. So you'll be really excited to see that even though it takes away a lot of your body and length, and you would think opportunities to do different styles, it's so nice because it cuts off about an hour of my getting ready time. And like I said, I could roll out of bed and still look like I'm got my hair done. And in fact, after I would say like 3 days of my husband not liking my haircut, he finally was like, yeah, I think I really like it now. And I was like, well, what made you change your mind? Because he's so traditional and old-fashioned. And he's like, well, because before you just had like this little, my lucky ponytail, and I never did it, and it always looked dirty. But at least now your hair always looks done, and you always look, a little bit edgy and sassy. So that is another bonus of this haircut, is it always looks done, even when it's not. So I hope that answered some of your questions. Again, I'll attach some of the pictures, and feel free to keep on sending in your questions to Dear Whippy, and I will get to them. Thanks so much.